All right, my friends, I got a task for you. I want you to load some data into R. It's an R data file. I call it preassignment.r data. So there's a bunch of ways we can do this. First way, simple. This is on my desktop, all right? You got the file there. Where'd you get it? You go to Canvas, you download it, or take any other R data file that you want. And I want to load it into R, at least in a Windows environment. What you're going to do, double click. Do I want to load it in? Damn right, I want to load it in. That's why I asked you. Okay, so then boom, you got it. Now, I could have gone ahead and clicked in load. I could have gone ahead and file, open, and then I could have navigated to it. Lots of ways you could do this manually. Did I do it right? Well, I got it up here in the top environment window. It's got the pieces. You can click in what's there. You got it 100%. I want to show you a way that's a little bit more programmatic, a little bit more automated, and can integrate with lots of your other tools. So let's clean up, clean up. Everybody do this. All right, so we got that. Now, I also created a project. I have a folder here called FRM MSQM 2026 class project. Inside of there is an R project. Remember, we talked about that. It's like a binder clip. It's got all the metadata. Inside of that, I have supporting. Inside of that, I have assignments, one of which is the pre-assignment. I'm going to give you all this architecture. The architecture is important. The project file, if you remember right over here, is the piece of the puzzle that's going to bind everything together. It sets the paths for you. Everything is relative to that point. So what I want to do is open up that project. I'm going to go over here and click Open Project. Oh, and let's look dangerously. I'm on desktop. See the one that looks like the shield? That's what I'm going to open up. That's the RStudio project file. Bum, bum, bum. All right. So I got everything set up nice and neat. Let's even clear this away so we don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so I have a couple of things in there. The package loads, we talked about in another setting that has all of the aspects that you need. And then we're going to do this pre-assignment. Again, this is not the only way to do it. This is just a sort of a safe, robust, elegant way to go about it. So in my QMD file, again, that's Corto. That's not an R script, but it has all the functionality and more. What I wanted to do is run this housekeeping chunk. What's that doing? It's going to wipe away with the broom all the stuff in the console, wipe away in the environment anything that's remaining. And then it's going to run the package loads command. Remember that? It's under where? Supporting. I'm going to go to supporting, package loads. It's this guy with all the packages. If you find that there's a new package that you need, just comma and add it in there. All right. I'm going to delete that so I don't get yelled at. Boom. Okay, now, after I have all that, let's see. Yes, all packages loaded successfully. You're great at this. Now I want to load in that data. Remember before when we double clicked, it said load. So I just want to type that out. It's programmatic. But what do I want to load? Well, don't forget the project file is located in FRM MSQM 2026 class project. So everything is relative to that. I want to load in assignments, pre-assignment, our data. Assignments, pre-assignment, our data. Okay, so you have the path, comma, file name, path, comma, file name. And those slashes are always top to bottom, left to right. So let's see if this works. If it does, it should show up right here. Look at that, same as before. And then you could display it just in this chunk down here, test.df. You are good to go. Now, the nice thing about these QMD files is if you want to be super fancy and you want to get something that looks nice and pretty, you could click render. And what that will do is turn this quote unquote markdown file into fancy schmancy HTML file for you. All right. Now you know how to do it. Get to it. Hope that helps.